Hey there, Agile Adventurer. Just a quick question. What if, for the price of a fancy coffee or half a pizza, you could unlock over 700 hours of the best Agile content on the planet? That's audio, video, e-courses, books, presentations, all that you can think of. But you can also join live calls with world-class practitioners and hang out in a flame war-free and AI slop-clean Slack with the sharpest minds in the game. Oh, and yes, you get direct access to me, Vasco, your Scrum Master Toolbox podcast. No, this is not a drill. It's the Scrum Master Toolbox membership. And it's your unfair advantage in the Agile world. So if you want to know more, go check out scrummastertoolbox.org/membership. That's scrummastertoolbox.org/membership. And check out all the goodies we have for you. Do it now. But if you're not doing it now, let's listen to the podcast. Hello, everybody. Welcome to one more week of the Scrum Master Toolbox podcast. And for this week, we have joining us from France, Anamaria Ungureanu. Hey, Anamaria, welcome to the show.
Hello. Thank you for inviting me. I'm excited.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure to have you here. So for all of you to know a little bit more about Anamaria, she's an Agile evangelist driving transformations across IT, the airline industry, automotive industry. She delivers projects with firms like IBM, Airbus, and others, and coaches executives to teams in SAFe and Scrum, leads assessments, customizes workshops, and does other important projects also with Agile adoption, like focusing on tool adoption like Jira or digital whiteboards like Miro. So, Anamaria, that was a short intro. Tell us a little bit more about yourself and how did you end up becoming a Scrum Master?
Thank you for the intro. So, throughout my journey of exploring, learning, and continuous improvement, one day I pop up in an Agile workshop and really map up with my values, covering about the values and principle manifesto, lean thinking. So this was the spark which helped me to continue the journey from what I did that time more than 10 years ago on the project management to go to the Agile journey. So I quite soon started fitting in a role in a Scrum Master in a team, which really work in a complex environment, and I could help them to improve by aligning with the values and principle of Agile.
Very good. And of course, all of those early stories inform what we learn later on, and sometimes in a difficult way. Today is Fail Monday here on the podcast, so we definitely want to explore one of those stories, Anamaria. So share with us a story of a difficult moment that you had as a Scrum Master. We'll dive into the takeaways and the conclusions later on, but start by telling us that story.
Sure, indeed. In my journey, one program, I worked with the team on implementing a platform, and it was a team excited to work with, but short enough, I found that they were very quiet, very not engaged in the collaborating and in delivering the value, those iterations. So working with them as a learning experience in the beginning, I presumed that, okay, everything is fine because they were quite, fine, everything is good. But we saw at the end that they could not deliver on what they committed. They could not keep up with the, trust to the key stakeholders to delivering value. So we learned that we start to, engage more, and I needed to have discussion with the teams to train the teams, understand, what's the issue in the beginning, provide the environment. It was important for them because the issue at that context was they didn't understand the goals. Okay, so I had the discussions with the product owner, with the team, rephrasing what are the goals, the strategy for what we are doing, and the end goal for our program, and helped a lot the team because they connected and managed to deliver incrementally and iteratively.
So when you think about that story, it's a story that I think many of us will find familiar. A team that is kind of stepping back, maybe waiting to be told what to do, not really trying to understand in detail what the goals are or where we want to be, but rather just doing the normal work. And at first, everything seems kind of normal because, they are hitting their cycles and so on. But I think what you just described is a very clear sign. There's a lack of engagement, right? And that's a very important marker. So for you in that particular team, what were their behaviors that told you that, okay, this is not because everything is fine, they're stepping back because they are not engaged? What were the things that you observed and came to your mind as, okay, this is a lack of engagement?
So, some indicators for me is silence. One, okay. When they say it's fine without being fine, silence, without challenging the status quo, Now, also having a constructive conflict, my experience, helps to be engaged with the goal of our program, of our product, okay? And the third, the collaboration, the discussion, okay? Based on the collaboration between the team, the discussions were for me some indicators that could, impact the product and the delivering of value. So with these points, as my approach, coaching the teams, I start to raise questions and help them to be open questions. Based on our product, let's see it is clear enough. Are you confident about this to deliver the program? For example, as a technique, at the iteration planning, I raised the question already to know what we will deliver, what we will demo. Guys, you know what we will demo at the iteration review? It's a way of helping them to think, okay, what we will deliver, okay? Not just focusing on taking the user stories. So as a technique, okay, let's estimate the stories, boom, we are done. I know what I need to do. No. For me, two elements to connect the team with the product is why we are doing this, what are the goals, what you'll deliver, what you'll demo. I'm trying to raise the question and helping the team to connect.
And when we try to do that, perhaps one of the steps is to kind of focus on the behaviors that we expect the team to have, right? Like we expect the team to be engaged, to ask those questions, to have that constructive conflict. But one other thing that you did, which I think is very useful and worthy of highlighting, is the collaboration with the product owner. Because the way the product owner engages with the team can bring that engagement out of the team as well, right? So what were the things that you actually did with the product owner to really create that ability for the product owner to communicate the goals in a clear way, but also to get the team to start engaging?
It's in my support for the team and for the product owner, I had discussing and in fact facilitating workshop like story mapping, a good exercise for helping the team to visualize the work, complementing with the vote-doting affinity map, which helps to align, ensure that they are aligned on top items which we want to deliver in the next iterations based on the priority. Okay, so one technique, one tool, we work and I coach the product owner to know what involves the exercise, the steps of, for example, it's not necessary to do this for all the items, all the requirements, but especially for those new, where we have a lot of unknowns based on our cone of uncertainty. And it's important for the team to visualize, the task and associated stories to deliver those steps. So yes, I work with the team with these tools. In addition, for me, it's important the Gemba Walk, another practice important, which helps the product owner, yes, to go and collaborate. Don't stay. For example, we work today with teams in different time zones, and I have this use case where a product owner was in one country and the team in different country. Yeah? It's quite challenging. Okay, this is the situation context we need to face on, and we managed to help the product owner somehow, to go and see and to be able to connect better to understand what are the requirements and then to know better how to communicate to the team.
That's such a beautiful story of how Scrum Masters really need to look at the whole system, engage with everybody, and really bring different approaches to try to get, in this case, the team and the product owner to kind of orient, align, and also to define clear product goals that are also engaging. So thank you very much for sharing that story with us, Anamaria.
Welcome.
All right, I hope you liked this episode. But before you hit next episode, here's the deal. This podcast is powered by people like you, the members who wanted more than just inspiration. They wanted real tools and real connection to people who are practicing Agile every day. We're talking access to over 700 hours of Agile Gold, CTO level strategy talks, summit keynotes, live workshops, e-courses, deep dive interviews, books, and if you're into no estimates, we got the pioneers of no estimates in those deep dive interviews as well. Agile business intelligence, creating product visions, coaching your product owner courses, you name it. You'll get invites to monthly live Q&As with Agile pioneers and practitioners, plus a private Slack community, which is free of all of that AI slop you see everywhere, and of course, without the flame wars. It's a community of practitioners that want to learn and thrive together. It's the best place to connect with community and learn together. So if this podcast has helped you before, imagine what you will get from this podcast membership. So head on over to scrummastertoolbox.org/membership and join the community that's shaping the future of Agile. And we have so much for you. So check out all the details at scrummastertoolbox.org/membership, because listening is great, it's important, but doing it together, that's next level. I'll see you in the community Slack. We really hope you liked our show. And if you did, why not rate this podcast on Stitcher or iTunes? Share this podcast and let other Scrum Masters know about this valuable resource for their work. Remember that sharing is caring.